Jamaica is a beautiful country. I'm just sick of them.
Do not go to the Rio Montego.
When I get around Jamaican men, I am too easy.
Not doing the bamboo rafting thing ever again.
You think I should cheat on my husband while I'm here? He's trying to talk to her and we like, she's drunk.
Tell the truth when you post a video.
They didn't even say like sorry or nothing. Like they really didn't act like they cared.
Forced us to buy their shitty ass fucking weed.
It's $25 per person and the bus erupted.
But they charge more. I was done.
Customer service at an all-time low.
I almost ended up on a poster board.
In the States where I'm from, a nigga would never.
You're an American hoodie peak hooligan hybrid, and your blonde and brown box braids simply accentuate the ugly that you both.
You guys, it's your girl Sandy. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome back to another episode of The World is Ghetto. Yes, y'all, welcome back to another episode, and we're back at it again with Jamaica vacation trips from hell. As y'all know, I did a vacation trips from hell 2 months ago, but I got a comment. Y'all, I be looking at y'all comments, I be responding. So I saw this comment, I'm gonna put it on the screen. I saw this comment the other day, 4 days ago. Somebody was like, they watched the first video and they commented on it. They were like, oh my god, I'm just saying this along the lines because I can't see the text, but I'm gonna put it on the screen. They basically were like, oh my god, why is there not a part 2? But basically I just tried to explain, like, yo, most of the times when I drop the part 2s is because a video is usually long and it's usually 2-3 hours, and I just break it down, right? But then I was like, oh, okay, if y'all want a part 2, then let me go dig up some part 2. This was 4 days ago, so I was like, I bet I'm up for the challenge. I got you on part 2, so that's why I'm dropping a part 2. And bet I went in, again, and boy oh boy, honey, the content was steaming hot. And one thing about it, let me tell y'all, for all the videos I've done for vacation spots, the Jamaicans gonna be coming for y'all in the comments. They came for me before because I just put the video together. I wasn't even in the vacations, but this is the same trend that happened even on TikTok. The Jamaicans are coming for y'all. They're like, yo, what the hell, da, da, da. So we gonna have the Jamaicans responding in this video because baby, they're not playing with y'all. They're not playing with y'all. And it's like, I mean, it's somebody's experience. I understand most of these are negative, but we also have positive moments. We just put them out there, people's experiences, so that we learn from them. But baby, the Jamaicans ain't playing, and I know they gonna come for me, but baby, I'm always ready, honey, because I wasn't in a trip, honey. I'm just putting it out there, you know, putting the information out there for people to know what's up, what's going on. So I'm just telling y'all, so y'all get ready, because they coming armed. If it's one army, I'm telling y'all, all the vacation videos I put out, Jamaicans gonna come, and they coming hard. But I'm ready for this one because this one was actually better than part 1, and y'all love part 1. Part 1 was amazing. If you haven't watched it, make sure you go watch it. It is amazing. But part 2, y'all thought part 1 was shit. Okay, we got you. I got you, baby. I got you on the T, per usual. If you're new on this channel, I'm Sandy. Welcome to the gang. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, you comment. For my day ones, y'all know what's up. I'm gonna meet y'all down in the comment section. Make sure you also like the girl, the person, I don't know if it was the girl, whoever, the person who left a comment. You can always leave your suggestion, because who knows, that was 4 days ago and I came up with something, cooked it up real quick. So you can always feel free to drop down your opinions and your suggestions down in the comment section. I got y'all. So with that being said, are y'all ready for this one? Get ready, honey. Buckle up, because baby, you're gonna need this one. With that being said, let's get right into it.
And to the passenger in seat 19D on American Airlines 2732 with service from Charlotte, North Carolina to Montego Bay, Jamaica, arriving around 4 p.m. on Monday the 16th of June. I have had time to ruminate on your nasty and uncalled for behavior. And the only thing I can say to you is I hope you count your lucky stars and sleep on the same side last night as you slept on the night before, that I was traveling with my special needs daughter and that I had one assignment: to get my child from the United States to Jamaica in one piece without her causing much disruption to the rest of the aircraft. Had I been traveling solo, I would have appropriately addressed you as the sub-creature that you are. You're an American hoodie peak hooligan hybrid, and your blonde and brown box braids simply accentuate the ugly that you boast. Sitting beside somebody on an aircraft yet asking them to stop touching you is beyond ludicrous. Meanwhile, nobody, absolutely nobody was trying to touch you. My AirPod fell to the floor and I was trying to retrieve it. I wasn't by any stretch of the imagination trying to touch you, and I absolutely would not. Not with you brandishing the scent of a canine and black and mild. If you do not have the requisite courtesy to interface with people in a public space, stay the heck home, or order a piece of the Titanic shipwreck off Amazon and float and dangle yourself with your nasty attitude from the shores of North Carolina to the shores of Montego Bay, Jamaica. I say it once, I say it 1,000 times, count your lucky stars, because you are there behaving like a whole bullbuck and dopey conqueror, and I know so you play with fire. Let me repeat for emphasis, and I'm confident I speak on behalf of the masses. I don't think anybody would want to touch you by choice. For everyone else on flight AA2732 with service from Charlotte, North Carolina to Montego Bay, Jamaica, welcome to beautiful Jamaica.
Okay, guys, so here's the tea. Here's the tea on the Rio resorts in Montego Bay. I want to go here. So we got tricked. So we were supposed to be staying at the most luxurious Rio resort, right? It was the Rio Palace was the most expensive, right? So we in there, you know, I'm like a hotel fanatic. Like, I'm very picky on where I sleep. Like, it has to be top tier. I love nice hotels. So we go in and I'm like, this is so cute. So that was, oh, that was a big. We were supposed to have one? Yeah. Really? Yeah. But they said it was the best one. So I'm like, well, this is just what it is. Boom. So days go by. We on our resort. It's giving grandma as fuck. Like, it was just like a whole bunch of like older people's couples, literally grandma, grandpas. It was so quiet. I'm like, where is the music? Where's the DJ at the pools? Like, where is it at? Like, it's so quiet. But in our head, we like, oh, this is the top luxurious, you know. And then they said the Rio resorts, it was a party resort. Boom. So day 2, they like, y'all need to go to reggae. We were told that Rio reggae was like Motel 8 ratchet ghetto. Like, we like, we're not going over there because Child, day 3 came. After we left after our resort was playing bingo, child.
Come on, now insert. Up next, number 25.
Okay. First shot of the
We got people coming out of nowhere. Up next, number 66.
They was playing bingo. We was like, ah, hell no. They was playing bingo. I'm like, this is some old ass retirement party shit. Like, no. So we like, let's go to Motel 8. So, because that's what they call Rio reggae, baby. First of all, we was at our resort. We end up playing some lame game that took a whole hour up of our time.
Alright, she's taking the slippers off. She means business. Body slamming. WWE. Okay. Tequila, go. 1. Oh.
But Rio reggae was having a pool party, baby. So we like, come on, let's go. So we finally go. When I say lit, like.
Everything I go in. Everything I go in. Ready? Wait, I go.
So much fun, like, so, like, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. So Rio reggae, and it's renovated. It looks better than the palace. Like, the lobby, the rooms, it looks so much better than Rio Palace.
Pictures of the rooms online. I ain't trying to. I was just looking going off of the.
And say, you telling a lie in Cruz's voice. See, it looks good.
Like Motel 6.
Shit, at this point, they might be renovated too. When did she make that video?
Yeah, for real, this is renovated as fuck.
It is. This is a cute lobby, like for real.
Yes, this is good.
No, for real. Look, this is cute and it's so bright.
It is. This is way better than our bullshit.
So, and then the Rio Palace and Rio Montego Bay, both of those are renovated. Meanwhile, Rio Palace is not, but they charge more. I was done. I had to let y'all know. I said, I'm letting my girls know because don't stay there.
There's everything I wish I knew before I visited the Rio in Montego Bay. Now, once the restaurants close, this is the food that's left for you to eat. There's no room service. Honestly, I was disgusted the first night that I came and checked in and saw this. The second thing that shocked me is if you lose your wristband or you don't hand it in before checkout, be prepared to pay $250 US. If you lose your room key or your towel card, it's between $5 and $10 US. What type of hotel charges for these things? That's another story. Now there's 3 parts to this hotel. The Montego Bay side you'll have the most fun in, but you have to stay to that part. The theme parties are great, but they keep playing these like Ibiza dance music songs like we're in Jamaica. Back to the reggae side. This is where I prefer to stay. You'll have access to the Montego Bay side and the reggae side. You have better alcohol on this side and you have access to the 24/7 sports bar. Now the highlight for me is definitely the breakfast. Best meal of the day for sure. This was on the reggae side. The Jamaican counter was amazing. So much variety. You can see you have immunity shots, all different types of drinks that are there. When it comes to dinner, you need to download the Rio app. It's so hard to make reservations. I just stuck to the Jamaican side, which was nice. The jerk station was fresh but lacked flavor. The Michael Jackson show was amazing. Pool parties are a vibe. The hotel staff are really nice and they make an effort. In terms of actual customer service, it's completely non-existent.
Y'all, I will never go to another Jamaican club again in my motherfucking life. Man, motherfuckers were trying to pickpocket my husband. They was trying to pickpocket my brother. They were so fucking aggressive. They was trying to force us to buy their shitty ass fucking weed. First of all, I'm from California. I'm not fucking smoking this bullshit out here. You crazy as fuck. I don't even smoke weed. Let's start there. I don't even fucking smoke. And if I was a smoker, I'm definitely not smoking that shit. Females kept trying to grind up on my husband. We were leaving the club. I'm like, hold the fuck on, bitch. That's mine. It's me. She apologized though. Y'all, it was just a fucking mess. They was trying to get us to go down this dark alley. It was just 0 out of 5 stars. Will not recommend. It was the most ghetto-ish shit. No, thank you. No. I just, First of all, and the fucked up part is I didn't even want to go because I don't go to the club in America. What the fuck makes you think I want to go to the club in Jamaica? I don't do the club scene. I'm 36 years old. My clubbing days are far, far, far behind me. And I can honestly count how many times on my hand I've gone to the club. That's just never been my scenery, ever. And this shit was a fucking mess. It was horrible. It was sweaty. It was hot. It didn't stink, thank God. But I was sweaty. It was hot as hell. You could barely move in there. It's just jam packed. It was the maximum capacity was 100 people. It was 400 people in there. No, not my cup of tea at all. No, it was. Mind you, when the bitch was grinding on him, she was trying to put her hand in his pockets. Bitch, first of all, you're not even cute enough to be sitting up here doing all this shit to distract him, thinking you're doing something. Let's start there. I don't know. That shit was just a mess. But yeah, I will never go to a club again, ever, especially a Jamaican one. Fuck no. I literally had to put my husband's wallet in my fucking bra so it could be safe. I had to take off my wedding ring and I put it inside his wallet, and I had to put the wallet in my fucking bra because they were so fucking aggressive. People were arguing, people were fighting, it was a mess. And oh my God, people would just, it was a mess. They just won't leave us alone because obviously we're tourists, and they just was all in our fucking face. Leave us alone. We don't want your shitty ass weed. We don't want your fucking waist beads. We don't want your fucking earrings. We don't want your bracelets. We don't want none of this shit. Just let us be, please. I respect the grind though. I get them now. There's definitely some hustlers out here, but leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. No. Again, 0 out of 5 stars. Will not recommend. Stay your ass on your resort or just don't go to the club because no.
Hold on, look. Let me move the phone.
Hey.
Watch the door.
Sorry. Move your foot. Okay. I have to put her. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me grab our stuff that's out the hallway.
Put in back the breast in your brassiere.
Yes. Thank you. Yo, my boob was out and everything. So much. Okay. You okay? Did you hit your face?
Yeah.
You hit your face? Oh my God. Come on. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Imagine you book a solo trip to Jamaica for your birthday and during both your limestone massages, your tour guide touches you inappropriately and unwarranted. Because they do it to female tourists often, they said.
Okay, hello everyone. So I'm going to do a voiceover story time about this crazy Jamaica experience I had. So you're going to see a mix of pictures and videos from last year and this year. These two pictures are from last year. I came for my birthday and I was with a guy. It was his birthday as well. So the first pictures you saw, the guy was very professional looking. This year by myself, what was that? Coming back this year, I reached out and hired the same exact crew that I trusted from last year. They gave me a professional experience. I did the same exact excursions with the same exact people except at the Blue Hole. Last year I did a photo shoot at the Blue Hole. I did not get to experience it, unfortunately. This was supposed to be a girls trip, but I ended up solo. You guys know how that goes. But I came to celebrate my birthday again because last year was a great experience. So immediately I was happy to see familiar faces. They gave me a great experience the previous year. My main tour guide and key coordinator was SSJ Tours. We're going to call him S. He was professional. He never touched me, but I now believe he was some type of organizer of this whole situation. He has kept his innocence in not touching me. I will admit he never touched me. However, after seeing now he has admitted many complaints against his employees, but they're still working. He gives no pre-warning of certain things that are common, such as happy ending with massages. He often pushed that on me as an advertising and a great Jamaican experience, being that it was my birthday. He insisted that it would be very relaxing and something I needed to do for a birthday. So again, I trusted him, being that I hired him last year and everybody was professional. So there's S, the owner of this business. There's Sean, the guy who works at the Raft. And Andre, the guy who works at the Blue Hole. All excursions and events happened at Ocho Rios, Jamaica. So I swam with dolphins and went on other excursions that were all pleasant. Nothing went wrong. However, on my actual birthday, I went to the rafts, where I was greeted by a familiar face like Sean and my beautiful birthday raft. Keep in mind, I have receipts of specifically saying this was supposed to be a leg and arm massage. However, I should have known better, because straight out of the gate, immediately after we left off, Sean's greeting was just super hyper-sexualized. However, I was just happy to see a familiar face, a professional face from the last year. But boy, was I wrong, because he's a true predator. Let me just say this. Just because you guys are hearing me talk in this professional tone, is what I call it, stop motherfucking questioning me about my story. I don't have to authenticate shit to y'all. So listen to the story and take it for what the fuck it is. If you choose not to believe it and you go out there and get touched, bitch, don't come on here with no Me Too. But the video you guys see me where Sean is rubbing my feet, I'm sitting up recording him because, again, I'm thinking it's a leg massage, so I started recording it. So I should be able to sit up if he's massaging beneath my knees. He told me I was very uncomfortable. That's not the Jamaican way. Just relax. So after I laid back and stopped recording is when he violated me. Do not ask me, oh, I would have hit him, I would have did this. Y'all think I didn't turn up on this man, dummies? But I'm by myself, so am I going to put myself in a position for a man to outpower me? Sean flat out touched my vajayjay. There's no way around it. Stop making an excuse about it. He touched it and he's done it to many other women. I told him to stop multiple times and he continued. We're gonna dive right into Andre because this is the biggest predator out of the two. Over the matter of days, so many women have come forward to me saying me too about these two men being their predators as well. But the things I've heard that Andre has done serially to minors and women is sickening. And it's crazy to me, as many cases as he has never been stopped from doing tours. Day 3 of my Excursion's SSJ tours brought me to the Boo Hole where I met Andre. I was with 2 other white ladies in my crew. I never had a limestone massage scheduled to be serviced here. At the beginning, Andre saw it was my birthday, showed us these souvenirs, and said, at the end, we give birthday people gifts. My assumption was I was gonna get a little wooden piece or a little weed, you know? Whole time, he was planning on a little birthday cooch. Andre pretended to record all 3 of us from our phones as we jumped. I say pretend because at the end, all 3 of us found out we had no content on our phones except for this one small jump that I had. So that was his strategic way of keeping our phones out of our hands. We had to keep asking him as we walked, hey, hand us our phone back into the next hole. But when we got to the last and biggest hole was when he violated me. I led the group right behind him and the 2 ladies were behind me. And when we got to the last hole, what I realized was he had someone stop the 2 ladies and take them in opposite directions, so whole time they stopped following. So as we stood by them souvenirs, he pulled out limestone. Immediately from the last day's experience, I was like, nah, I'm good. So Andre has this limestone out, and in my head, I'm already like, nah, I already know what I went through yesterday with Sean. I did not disclose this information to Andre, but I declined the offer to get a limestone massage. I insisted it was something that I did not need, and I declined the offer multiple times. After explaining to him that my boundaries was beneath the knees, I finally did give in. And after he was persistent, it was like, all right, beneath the knees, that's it. And I stood right there out in the open, in which he did massage me beneath the knees. Now it's the point to rinse off, and Andre thinks he has to help me rinse off like I'm a baby. I'm like, I got it. And it's at that moment when he inappropriately touched me multiple times in multiple different places, and I had to cut up on him. But just like you will see many other victims say, this man is strategic. He is offending you and assaulting you above a 40-foot drop waterfall. So your only way down is to either jump your ass off that deep-ass waterfall or to come back down through him. And we ain't grew up jumping off a waterfall, so we ain't swimming all like that. We ain't Michael Phelps. And also, I emphasized to him, why are you giving me a massage up here? Are you going to give the other 2 ladies a massage that I'm with? He was like, of course, why would I, give them unfair treatment? I want them to feel the same way I'm making you feel. So I made him stop the massage and take me back to where the other ladies were. The other 2 ladies got the opportunity to jump, child, while I'm up here getting coochie rubbed. So when we met back up with them, they were confused as to how did they get separated from me, the same way I was confused how did I get separated from them. He massaged those 2 ladies very quickly out in the open amongst everybody else. Never touched them, and it was so quick, y'all, but he gonna violate the black lady. Wow. So now I'm feeling like my tour guide, like, why everybody you introduced me to is touching me? But these are your people. If you know anything about them foreign men, you know that they out for American women. They want citizenship and our green cards, and they want us to marry them to help them with a better life. Like, fuck on, brokey. So why did I find out that Andre is engaged to America's Lindsay? Now, Lindsay is known to advocate for child cancer, but I've heard that she's been bullying and helping him pay off his sexual assault cases and wants to adopt his son because her soft spot for children. We're going to talk about Lindsay. Lindsay is the advocate for children's cancer awareness, and we in America and probably all over the world have grown to know Lindsay and her unfortunate story, what happened to her sweet, sweet baby so many years ago. But since we've grown to know Lindsay, we all can say we've seen Lindsay cry, pity, sob story, fundraise for every aspect of her life is just pity me, and she has allowed herself to be consumed in nothing but pity. For years, she's had this ongoing battle with officials in Las Vegas where she's constantly called her following to go attack and be a voice of reasoning and wanting this change for her own justice. So being a woman who fights for justice, I know you guys are like, so why bring her up? I'm not bringing this lady up just because she's dating Andre. No. If she was innocent, it would stay that way. I would not bring her up. But the thing is, for a woman to advocate for children and to be protecting a pedophile is a big problem for me, because Andre has so many victims that Lindsay has helped Andre fight so many sexual assault cases back home in Jamaica because he does not have the money or the backing. Lindsay went to Jamaica one time last year. She went to the Blue Hole and did all the activities in Ochi. She ran into Andre and quickly fell in love and fell for the green card finesse. Lindsay came back instantly wanting to adopt Andre's child and to help Andre and his child move to America to have a better life, just off of one visit. Over the last 5 years, Lindsay has been engaged 4 different times to 4 different men. She got married one time and her marriage lasted 2 months. Within that 2 months, that man stole all of her fundraised dollars and publicly humiliated her, where she came back on the internet crying, begging for more money. So with that, we see Lindsay is a very, very, very gullible woman. But to be gullible and to be protecting a pedophile and you're protecting children at the same time, you must pick your battle. Because behind the scenes, you've been using your American dollars to help fund this man's sexual assault cases defense in Jamaica. And with your American dollars, you want this man and his child to move to America and leave all his cases behind in Jamaica so he could come to America and inflict the same shit he's doing to them over there here on our women and children. You have failed for love, or lust, shall I call it, and you're using your platform to tell your fan base to go bully his victims. How does that work? One thing about it, two things for sure, you will not bully me and you will not use your platform to turn against me. So this is the pre-warning in advance. This is stand the fuck down, because you've been out here protecting a pedophile against his victims. How dare you? Woman to woman, it's time to stand the fuck up, step the fuck aside, and let this predator get his full punishment without your intervention or interruption. And because records show that you like to protect him, Lindsay, I cannot protect you as a woman. And therefore, this was my awareness to everybody. And from this point, legally or publicly, I'm ready to destroy everybody involved.
Yo, this is a PSA for all the women that are going down to Jamaica and doing these videos in the country of Jamaica of these guys rubbing them down and doing all this freaked out stuff. Tell the truth when you post a video. Please tell the truth when you post a video. I am tired of you guys making my countrymen and fellow Jamaicans look like predators. These guys are not, and I repeat, not doing this without their permission. They do not just get on the raft and the man them just start touch inappropriate place and rub inappropriate place. My Jamaicans do not do that. We don't support any type of sexual assault or any type of thing like that. Jamaicans are very big for that stuff. We really don't support that. So anytime you see these women getting these crazy type of rub down and all these things, it is because those young ladies have asked for that service. These men are not just taking it upon themselves to do it. And just to prove it to you, if you watch the videos, there's always somebody recording. And there's no police report or anything because these women are asking for it. You hear them giggling in the background. Either their friend is recording or the lady who's getting the service done recording. I'm seeing in the comment section, oh, these guys are nasty or these guys are predators. No, these guys do not do anything that is not asked for. And I guarantee you that Jamaica does not stay like that. And I'm really getting, like, it's irritating to see people calling my countrymen and my people them predators for something that these American women are flying down to Jamaica to get done. Because you've even seen videos where the woman has said, no, I just need my feet rubbed or up to my knees. So you know this is directed to the man them what they can and cannot do. And enough of the time these ladies are going for happy endings, just like the man them were going at them Asian massage parlor. They're getting back at bush hood. I tell you this for a fact. They're telling the raft man turn in at a little corner here in a bamboo bush and you know what to do. And you don't believe me, there's a famous video, you probably can't find it, of a woman asking for a plastic bag. Check it out. She's asking for a plastic bag. I'm not even gonna go into detail because this is TikTok. I want to keep it PG. But that video I get too long. But I just want to make you know. Anytime you see these videos, these guys are specifically asked to rub these places. So don't get discouraged or don't let them trick you out thinking Jamaica is just, oh, you come to the raft and they just start doing wild stuff. No, these women are specifically asking to get back at bushwood and rub them. So please be aware.
The entitlement that Americans have towards sexualization of certain populations while we're vacationing. And by that, I mean this. I loved Montego Bay. I want to explore different parts of Jamaica. If and when I ever go back, I'm not doing the bamboo rafting thing ever again. Because the feeling that I had while doing that was the exact same feeling that I had when I was going out in Medellin, Colombia, where this is obviously part of sex tourism and it's being normalized because women are participating in it, right? Like, there are certain points, me and my sister, first of all, we have let it like be known, like, I don't want the massage. I don't want that. You can do my foot. That's it, right? But as I'm going down this river and I'm seeing nothing but young Jamaican men rubbing nothing but American women, that's sex tourism. And I think like we need to be honest about that and call it what it is. You know, if we are going to be anti-passport bros going to the Dominican Republic, going to Colombia, we also need to like call this out as well too, because it's harmful. It's a tokenization, sexualization of a population, and the entitlement that we as Americans have, that we believe that we should be able to go and spend our American dollars to get sexual gratification and sexual fantasies from exotic populations. Needless to say, bamboo rafting, my trip was very short.
When I get around Jamaican men, I am too easy. What? Get to speaking patois like I know it. Me want fuck. Your cocky stiff like tree root. I'm sorry, I'm easy. I'm easy as fuck when I come to them. You feel me? Wagwan, babes. Draws down. I don't know.
Blue boy who's dead, he be too. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
The sole reason that I even decided to post that previous video was because of how the hotel handled the situation. So pretty much, as I stated, I stayed at the Rio Negril last month in March. We were there for a weekend. On the Saturday night, I had dinner in the main dining room, and I decided to have some oxtail, some stew peas, and of course the lobster. I took a video of my food as I always do before I eat it. I did not notice that thing was there. As I start to eat the food, I take a first bite, everything is fine. On the second bite, as I'm about to put it in my mouth, something falls off of the fork. And so naturally, I'm looking down thinking that it's the lobster. I'm just going to pick it up and eat it, you know? When I looked, I found that thing. And I'm just like, oh my God, what is that? My skin instantly began to crawl. I was disgusted. I wanted to vomit. And I call over the waitress and I'm like, please get someone for me to speak to. This was in my food. She's like, oh my God, I'll be right back. She goes and gets somebody. Out comes a gentleman wearing all black and a woman in all white, and the woman had on, like, I believe a headpiece. So I assume that the woman was either the head chef or one of the chefs. I don't really know who the guy in the black was. Maybe some kind of... Okay. So as I was saying, the two individuals come out and they're like, what's going on? And I explained to them, I showed them the thing on my plate, and I'm like, this came out of the lobster. I almost ate it. All I really wanted in that moment was an apology, truthfully. And so that they were aware of the situation, so that they can, you know, check the lobster, do whatever they have to do, so that nobody else has to have this situation. Naturally, they were also disgusted and had no clue what was on my plate. So the woman is like, what is that? Like, that's all she kept saying. What is that? And the man is like, I have no idea what it could be. And they just start this exchange back and forth like, oh my God, but what is it? And what could it be though? I don't know what this could be. Like, that's how this conversation was going back and forth between the two of them. And she says to me, do you mind if I get your fork so I can like play with it and see like what it is? And I'm like, sure. So I give her the fork and she's trying to mash it out. She's trying to squish it. She's picking it up, looking at it. That thing did not bend. It didn't break, nothing. It was solid. And that is why I know it wasn't nothing inside of the lobster, because anything that was in the lobster naturally would have probably mashed out with the fork. That thing was definitely solid. So she's playing around with it, and like I said, she just keeps saying back and forth with the guy, what is it? He's asking what it is, what could it be? They never seen nothing like this before, those type of things. So because they're not really acknowledging me, I'm like frustrated. I'm like, there's no point in me sitting here. I'm not going to sit here and listen to y'all ask each other back and forth what this thing is. So I get up and I decide to leave. I go to the front to make a complaint. I let them know, like, you know, I want to speak to the manager. He's like, she's not here, but what I'll have you do is give me the story and I'll tell her everything and I'll have her reach out to you the following day. I tell him the story. I show him the video and he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened to you, because that was one of the things I told him. I'm like, you know, they didn't even say like sorry or nothing. Like, they really didn't act like they cared. They were just more so concerned of trying to figure out what it was, but like they didn't really address me. And he's like, you know, I'll apologize on behalf of them. I'm going to escalate this situation to the manager. I'm going to send this email now and I'll have her reach out to you tomorrow. As we're talking, another employee comes up. She's like, can I see the video? I show her the video. She also looks disgusted at first too. And then she says, oh, you know, as a matter of fact, I know what it is. It's, oh yeah, it's calamari. And I'm like, girl, that is not calamari. Like, why are you playing right now? And my mom was like, absolutely not. It's not calamari. We know what calamari looks like. We eat calamari all the time. And she's like, well, I don't know. I thought maybe it was a calamari or something. I'm like, girl, that was inside of the lobster. That was not in the bowl of lobsters. That was in my plate inside of the lobster. And she's like, yeah, well, I don't really know. So anyways, that conversation kind of continued for a little bit. We were all trying to figure out what it was, but ultimately I left because all I wanted to do really was talk to the manager. So that was what was going to happen the following day. So the following day, now we go to breakfast, and I'm still a little bit traumatized. So I decided I'm only going to have an omelet. By now, my cousin and her friend are also at breakfast as well. My cousin's friend, though, was the only person sitting inside. The rest of us were outside. As we're eating, my cousin's friend comes running out. She's freaking out. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And she's like, ew, 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 doing those kind of things. And we're like, what's wrong with you? She's like, a roach almost run across my foot just now. And we're like, what? And I'm like, girl, let me tell you what happened to me last night. Because that was our first time seeing them since the incident had happened. We hadn't seen them that night. I'm like, let me show y'all what happened to me. And I'm telling them, and I show it to them on my phone. She's like, oh no, I'm going to go complain right now because I already saw roaches in my room and now one almost run across my foot. So I'm going to go complain. I'm like, I'm going to come with you because they said they were supposed to reach out to me anyways. We go to the front and we speak with the assistant manager. His name was Guillermo Suarez. She explains the situation with the roaches, and I explain the situation with the creature that was in my food. And immediately his response to us turned me off because he was very dismissive. When he was speaking, he kept doing one of these he was shrugging his shoulders like, I don't know what to tell you. So in addressing the roach, he's like, the hotel's very clean. He kept saying, the hotel's very clean. I don't know why you would be seeing roaches. And she's like, no, you need to call somebody to tell them to treat the hotel because there's roaches not only in my room, but now I just saw one at breakfast. He's like, well, I can assure you the hotel's very clean, but we're in Jamaica and Jamaica's a jungle. So of course you have to expect to see roaches. And I was taken aback by that comment right there because I'm like, what kind of thing are you trying to say about Jamaica? And we're Jamaican. So we were very offended specifically because you're talking about our country. Jamaica is not a jungle. That's number one. And if you keep your establishment clean, there would be no roaches. It has nothing to do with the country that we're in right now. So anyways, that is what he said. And then when he was addressing me, he's like, I'm telling him the story. When I told him the story, I wanted to show him the video. And he's like, oh, I don't need to see the video because I already got pictures. And I'm like, well, where'd you get pictures from? Because I didn't give anybody pictures. And he's like, oh, well, the two people that you talked to, once they took the food to the back, they took pictures and they sent it over to us. That right there shows you that whatever was on my plate should have never been on my plate. Because if it were normal or something that should have been given to me, what would have been the reason to go into the back and take pictures and escalate it behind the scenes? I never said anything about complaining or anything. All I said was, this was on my plate and I have no clue what it is. So the fact that they felt the need to escalate the situation and take pictures shows you that they knew that it should not have gone down like that. Anyways, he shows it to me, so it was absolutely pictures of my plate, and he's like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't see anything wrong with your lobster. There was nothing wrong with your lobster. And I'm like, are you serious right now? What do you mean there's nothing wrong with the lobster? Can't you see this thing? It has eyes, it has a pointy head. That should not have been in my food. He's like, oh, it's normal. It's just a lobster's intestine. You could have ate the lobster. It was fine. I'm like, it was absolutely not the lobster intestine. He's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. He kept doing this. Well, it is the lobster's intestines. It's nothing wrong with the lobster. And I'm like, that's crazy. You would expect that you would apologize for us seeing roaches. You would apologize for me almost eating this unknown thing that should not have been in the lobster. Whether you want to claim that it's a natural part or not, it's not something that I should be eating. And he's like, well, if you want, the best I can do for you is I'll give the two of y'all a romantic dinner on the beach. I'm like, we don't want a romantic dinner on the beach. We're not a couple. And furthermore, it's 6 of us or 5 of us in total. We don't want a romantic dinner with just the 2 of us. And I'm like, I really don't even want to eat here because I'm traumatized. I don't want anything else to be in my food. And he's like, well, if you want to stay at Rio for the next couple of days and not eat anything, then that's on you. And that's pretty much how the situation ended. I did go ahead and contact corporate after the fact. Corporate was not apologetic. They basically reiterated the same exact thing that the guy said, saying there was nothing wrong with the lobster and it was just the intestine. And that is exactly why I decided to post this video.
So we actually have a story time as a response to this comment about what happened to me on day 2 of this holiday. My phone got taken inside the hotel, so we thought we'd explain what happened. So let's set the scene.
So the way this hotel's set up, as you can see, there's 2 pools, but we're right on the beach. So on this day, we were literally just swapping between the beach and the hotel as you normally do. So the rookie mistake that we made is that we left all of our stuff under a towel thinking that no one was going to take it.
So we've gone into the ocean, we've left our things, gone into the ocean. It was covered though, and that's what pretty much everyone was doing, just kind of tucking your stuff under towels or inside your bags under the sunbeds and just things like that. So we went into the ocean for a little bit. It was so nice, watched the sunset, come back, and we've all got in the bags, taken our stuff and left. Obviously I can't find my phone, so everyone's like, Tanya, like it's probably here somewhere. So we started searching everywhere and it wasn't. Couldn't find it. Search underneath, and then obviously we had to go to security and say like, we can't find the phone, can we check cameras, blah blah blah.
So basically we just went to the security and obviously we told them about it, and to be honest they were quite useless. Like they were saying that the section that we'd left our stuff in, there was no camera stretching to that area,
which is quite convenient.
Yeah, but so there was literally nothing they could do to help us.
So basically, moral of the story is, don't leave your things downstairs. If you have valuables, just keep it in your room, in the safe, because I know like workers can also do sketchy things. Or you can get those waterproof pouches that you can just like leave your phone around your neck if you want to go in the water, which I regret not doing because they're so cheap. But yeah, that was it.
Okay, y'all, so I was supposed to give a review about my hotel experience in Montego Bay, but I just been so exhausted, just a lot. So okay, so first thing first, we had a hotel book based on TikTok reviews, solely based on TikTok reviews. That's just number one. Y'all hyped up Rio Montego Bay to the point where I put my good judgment aside based off your reviews alone. Leave it up to TikTok. This is the ultimate party resort. It's amazing. 10 out of 10. Let's cut to the chase. Zeros across the board. The only good thing I can say is that it's close to the airport. It was about a 6-minute drive, so we arrived there. We get there. It's blazing in the lobby. Like, the lobby is like, it has to be 110 degrees, no exaggeration. That alone should have been a red flag because y'all don't even care about keeping yourself cool. Like, I know the room isn't cool. So we check in, head to the room. That's issue number one. Like, that's not just one elevator you just get on and it takes you to whatever floor you live on. You have to literally commute. It's literally a commute just to get to your hotel room. It's like building A, building B, building C, it's literally like a concentration camp. Like, I felt like I was in the projects. I didn't even record. I don't know why, but I should have. It was so many like cracks and holes in the floor. We go inside the hotel room. It literally looks like a Budget Inn, like Motel 6 on crack. Like, it's so bad, y'all. Like, no exaggeration. So it's my friend's birthday. So we're trying to figure out, should we just thug it out and figure it out? Or should we just go downstairs and do what we do best and complain? So she decides to take the sofa, like the cushions, like how my couch cushions is, from the pull-out sofa and just pull it up. Don't ask me why. So when we look in, it's like stained yellow all over the cotton. It's like rusted. It just looks nasty. So we literally had to commute back to the front office, literally like half a mile, no exaggeration. We let them know what happened. They book us another room. So they want to take us to the room just to ensure that this room, there's no problem with it. So it's like, okay, that's fine. You can carry our bags. Now take us to the other room. We get to the other room, another mile. Why are there people in the room? They gave us a room with keys to a room that someone already has booked and is inside occupying it. So at that point, we are fed the fuck up. Like, at this point, we don't want to stay here. Give us our money back. We ended up booking through a third party. So they're like, oh, you have to go through Priceline. It's really nothing that we could do for you. Just contact Priceline. And if they refund you, then we don't have a problem with giving you a refund. So we sat there for hours on the phone with Priceline trying to figure out how to get them in touch with the reservations department so they can confirm that everything we're saying really happened so they could just go ahead and issue us a refund. So we spent about 2 hours there trying to get in touch with reservations. We had Priceline on one phone. We have the front desk on my cell phone with Priceline trying to direct them to the reservations department, who we never were able to get in contact with to get our money back. They send us over to the buffet where they told us to eat while they tried to sort stuff out. The buffet, like everything at the buffet licked it. Like, it was not edible. Like, literally, like food that had been chewed up previously. It was flies everywhere. I'm still trying to figure out what was this big party vibe that everybody on TikTok was talking about, because it was like, yeah, it was people there, but it just was like very poor, very cheap. Like, nothing about it just was like, oh, lit. Like, it's YNs with money here. Like, this where we need to be. Like, it was very, very, very poor. Long story short, Priceline wasn't able to do nothing for us. We ended up rebooking with our own money and just having to go stay at Secrets, the Wild Orchid. 10 out of 10. I'll do a separate review on them. Like, amazing experience. Amazing. So yeah, you just wasted 4 minutes of your life listening to me vent about how I don't care if it's the last option on earth. Don't ever stay at the Rio. And it's not even about me not getting my money back. I'm still working with my bank right now to dispute the charge because I didn't stay there. So I shouldn't be paying for somewhere where I didn't stay. It was just about everything, like everything about it. The cups were dirty.
The food looked inedible. The rooms were disgusting. First of all, when you walked in the room, it smelled like roach spray. It looked like there were definitely bugs present. It was just ew. 0 out of 10, 0 out of 10. I don't know what y'all be on TikTok talking about, but it's never been that serious just to save a few dollars. Do not, like my worst enemy, do not go to the Rio Montego Bay.
People that say do not stay at the reels, baby, don't listen to them, because me and my friends, me and my girls, we had a time. Do you hear me? Like, I guess it really just depends on your vibe. If you're there to like be in your room the whole time and not experience sorry, brief intermission. If you're not really there to experience the country that you're going to, then maybe the reuse is not for you. But all we really did in this room was get dressed and sleep. That's it. And it was perfectly fine for just that. But as you can see, it has a mini bar. I mean, it's not top shelf liquor, but it gets the job done. Do you hear me? Okay, and here I am, struggling to open the daggone refrigerator. It's me, y'all, not them. But the refrigerator was stocked, you know, had you some drinks, some chasers, really. As y'all can see, when I first walked in, the bathroom was immediately to my right. The bathroom was separated from the actual shower and washing area, which we really liked, because that Jamaican food, you know, well, not even the Jamaican food, the resort food had me a little toe up. But it's a really cute room. As y'all can see, it's nice, it's clean. We got the 2 double bedroom. The couch on the right hand side can also be a pull-out bed, but it was only 3 of us, so we ain't need that. Here I am struggling again, basic stuff. I don't know why I couldn't open that door and why it was such a struggle, but this was the balcony. I mean, we didn't really have no type of view, but like I said, we wasn't really in the room for the vibes. But that's my 2 cents. Stay at the reuse.
Women, y'all are absolutely hilarious. Y'all do some of the weirdest shit, yo. Y'all real quick to call niggas broke, how niggas ain't got no money, and then go to Jamaica and let poor men on handmade boats rub your body down with chalky doodle. I done seen y'all be dissing regular dudes with good jobs that make way more than these broke ass niggas. So they feel like this shit is a flex, going to Jamaica and let poor men rub them down. Every time I look at my timeline, one of y'all bitches posting this shit like y'all did some fly shit. Y'all in the woods somewhere in some dirty water. You know what I mean? This shit ain't the 4 seasons. Pack y'all up, man. This shit is nasty work. You don't even know what he rubbing on you. That shit is doodle. Doodle.
So I'm gonna do a story time. This is gonna be part 1 about an incident that happened in Jamaica at Pier 1. I usually double story time, so it's not gonna be long. Anyways, we got here and we decided we was gonna stay around the resort, but we ended up meeting these girls, 2 younger girls from Seattle. They told us they had a driver that picked them up from the airport, and he told them that he would take them around to see the city and to the club that night. So it was like, okay, cool, we'll go. We never usually like go with other people that we don't really know, but these was 2 younger girls and they was like cool or whatever. So it was like, okay, cool, we'll join y'all, we'll pay whatever we need to pay for the driver to take us, So as the night go on or whatever, we was like, forget it, we're not gonna go. We aunties, so we was like, it's already 11 o'clock, what's going on? But anyways, we end up leaving. We met the girls downstairs. We met the driver. Once we met the driver, he seemed cool. We kikied all the way to Pier 1. We get to Pier 1, and as we get to Pier 1, it's real crowded. First sign was, he said, oh, give me the money for me to go get y'all in or whatever, it's gonna be $20. But as we get in line, we walking up, the younger girl was like, no, I'll go with you. Like, just to make sure he wanted to know. By the time we get closer, we hit a person like, it's $10 per person. And he was like, oh, it's only 10. It had been $10, but he told us $20. Anyways, that was strike 1. So we get inside the club or whatever. Mind you, we just met these 2 younger girls, but they seemed cool. So the girls, they bought a bottle. We set up our little table, whatnot. It wasn't even long after we set up, maybe like 20 minutes or so, another group of guys walk up, like literally, and set up in the bushes next to us. It wasn't even a table or nothing, like in the bushes, but next to us. And I'm like, this whole spot, and they set up right next to us. Okay, I'm not drinking, so I'm sober and paying attention to everything. So the younger girl, we can call them Seattle because that's where they were from. It was her and her cousin. So they drinking. Everybody having about the same amount of drinks. They was drinking Hennessy. She had a cup and a shot. Like once they was drinking or whatever, for a second, then the driver finally comes in. Once he comes in or whatever, she's drinking and he dances with her, but kind of takes her away from us. None of us really thinking nothing of it. And then he takes her on the stage, but like we don't see anything because it's like a bush. It's like people standing up, but none of us is like, no red flags are going off. No red flags are going off at this point. When she comes back, this girl, it's like something happened to her. Like she got a whole flat effect. And so we're starting to pay attention. I'm like, what did she have? Like, is she drunk already off a cup and a shot? You know, everybody have different limits, but something was off. Anyways, remember I told you I was a group of dudes standing next to us. The group has grown now. 2 other dudes come up. There's this one dude with a red shirt, and there's another dude with a black shirt that stands on the opposite side of us. And I see them talking. The driver is still there at that point. I see him dap it up with the dude with the red shirt on, and the other dude that was standing next to us that originally came up with his bucket of drinks or whatever that put him in the bushes that was next to us. I see him dap it up with them or whatever, and then all of a sudden, this, mind you, he done danced with the girl, like, but away from us. I'm not really paying attention to her because it's not nothing to be like, oh, what he got going on at this point. And he took her on the stage, and after he brought her back, her whole demeanor, like she's aggressive for no reason. She's dancing and she's like all in these other girls' faces. And mind you, we just met these girls, but you know, we like, okay, we're not gonna let nothing pop off. We get her to bring her back to that table, like, stay out of these people's face. Like, I don't know what you got going on or what you own, but we're not on that. You know, we here to have a good time. If something pop off, then that's different. Anyways, after the driver daps it up with these people, after dancing with her and taking her away, and now she's different, he comes back and he's like, oh, I gotta make a run. I'm gonna go pick somebody up and I'll be back. Y'all stay right here, I'm coming back. We're like, okay, cool. He walks off. We're not paying attention to where he's going. He coming back. Don't worry, he's coming back for us. At this point, remember, I already told y'all the dude with the red shirt that he dapped up, and there's another guy with a black shirt there. So he walks off. We don't paying attention. Not even 10 minutes past. So the dude with the red shirt goes in his bag and pull out these like something like wristbands and give them to the dude that's standing on the side of us, and another dude like as a, I don't know what he's trying to give us a wristband for. We're already in the club and we're not going nowhere else after this. Don't go to nobody else's table. Don't pass them out to nobody else. Come straight to our table. Oh, put these wristbands on. We got wristbands for y'all. And we like, I said, because at this point I'm like, nobody's putting on a wristband. We don't know what the hell is on them wristbands, and the area has gotten weird. So the girl is like, she comes over and she's like, she's standing at the table. She's like, one of them done stuck their finger in her vagina. And we're like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? And she's like, she's paranoid at this point. So she's like, I feel like they're trying to take me. I feel like they're trying to take me. And we're like, what? So she was on the outer table. We moved her to the inner table. Mind you, remember I told y'all about the guy with the red shirt, and it's the dude with a black shirt. The dude with the red shirt, after he passed out the wristbands, he comes to stand in front of our table. He tells the dude that's on the side of us in the black shirt, move to the back. I'm looking, I'm reading. He like, move to the back. The dude that was standing with the black shirt next to us moves to the back, like directly, like kind of like behind us, because there's a space behind us. And he's talking to the girl that's drunk. Mind you, I told you, the younger girl that had got drunk, that the driver took away dance with, and when she came back, she was completely different. He's trying to talk to her, and we like, she's drunk, like, you're not gonna talk to her. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. And we like, no, I don't know what's going on. Mind you, at this point, it's like 3 other dudes that came, and they're around our table. Like, so we got the dudes that originally started on the side. We got another dude that's been trying to dance with her all night, like all up in our space. We got a dude with a red shirt that's in the front, like he the ringleader. And then we got a dude that's in the black shirt standing behind us now. Another tall dude comes up with the dreads, and the dude with the red shirt is talking to him. He turns around and look at the younger girl that they done took off, and when they brought back from dancing, she's different. And so at this point I'm like, it's time to go. Pack it up, it's time to go. Like, we're about to leave. So she's like, the girl, she's in straight paranoid mode. They're about to get me. They're getting me. I already know what's going on. And we're like, what? Like, is she just drunk talking? Is this drug talk? What? She's like, they're gonna take me. They're trying to take me. I already know what's going on. And we like, she's paranoid. Whatever they gave her made her paranoid. We're not putting none of this together though, because we're like, maybe she's just drunk. She don't know how to hold her liquor. But she was completely different when she came back from dancing with the driver. So we like, no, time to go. So we're to leave. So we walk out, we leave or whatever. Mind you, now the driver's supposed to be gone. He was leaving to go pick up somebody. Not even 10 minutes from the time he told us, and all of this going on, 10, 15 minutes, if that. We like, no, it's time to go. She done said somebody done touched her on her vagina. She's acting funny, like she's being aggressive. All these dudes, if you're paying attention, all these people are starting to circle our table like, where we at? I'm like, no, let's go. So we get ready to head out. We heading out of Pier 1. We heading to the front or whatever. We call him. Why he in the club still? So the girl's like, I hear the same music that we hear outside. And we like, he was supposed to be gone. How he left, came back, didn't even stop at the table and say, I'm back, y'all good, because he never left. So he comes out, oh, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on? And we like, we're not talking about it, we're ready to go. Just get us back home. And he's like, well, I need to know if I need to make a report, but I don't even know who those guys. And then he stops because he like finna tell on himself. He's like, well, just tell me what's going on, and I can make sure it's taken care of. And we're like, we're not talking about it, just get us home, just get us back. Mind you, this girl's still talking about, I'm a secret agent. And when I say duck, like she's completely out of it. Pupils dilated. At this point, I know she's been getting something. So when the driver first came to pick the girls up, he wasn't expecting 4 other people, which is me and my friends, to be going. But she already called and asked. He probably was thinking it was probably 4 other younger girls or whatever that he was finna finesse. Not expecting it to be somebody to be like, nah, this situation ain't finna go down like that. So we gotta walk all the way back to where he parked at. There's no way he left. So at this point, we realized what we was thinking was really going on. Like it was some shady stuff and he was a part of it. Because as we walked back to the car, we like, there is no way in hell you left to pick up somebody, parked all the way where you parked, and made it back in the club in that time frame. He never left. And I feel like it was a setup from jump. Like he knew these dudes. I saw him dap them up or whatever. And it probably was something where he set up to, I don't know what they was about to do to that little girl. I don't know if they was gonna rape her. I don't know if they was gonna kidnap her. I don't know if they was gonna hold her for ransom. I have no idea of what was gonna take place, but it was definitely a setup. So we get back to the car or whatever. And he's like, just tell me what's going on, you know, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, we don't want to talk about it. We just need you to get us back to our hotel. And he gets a little agitated or whatever. He picks up his phone. We watching him to make sure he's not like texting nobody. My homegirl put in a GPS to make sure he was driving us back in the right direction, to get us back to the hotel. So he gets us back to the hotel. And all of a sudden, now he agitated with, I guess, the whole ordeal. So he charges us a little bit more, taking us from the hotel and back. It was no problem. We paid him the money. Even though you was shady, we paid him the money. Like, we want no issues. And then we had a whole little powwow with the girls or whatever. And the whole point of this story time is when you travel, make sure you are aware of your surroundings. Make sure you are with somebody that you can trust and can be the responsible one in the group to pay attention. Because if we would have not been with those girls, their story would have been completely different. And I feel like God does stuff for a reason, because we was not going to go out with them. We was at the point of changing our mind, and we end up going and deciding to go at the last minute. And I feel like if we wasn't there, for sure, it would have been different. I feel like he had already had that plan in trying to finesse them. He was trying to build a rapport with them. He had some kind of way he picked them up from the airport, but they had booked an excursion, and he was telling them that he was the person that was supposed to take them to the excursion. So we got back and was having our little powwow about what happened or whatever. The girl was like, and when I said our excursion was at 8 a.m, he was like, yeah, whatever, just call me. And she was like, how, if you're a part of that company, how did you not know our excursion was at 8 o'clock? So all of that, like he was trying to, I feel like he was setting the scene to try to build a rapport with them, for them to trust him, for him to try to take advantage of them, because he wasn't even a driver for the doggone excursion. It was booked through a whole nother company, and that company he does not work for. So yes, be aware of your surroundings when you travel out of the country. I know they was like, it was a travel advisor in Jamaica. We've had a good time other than that. We had an excursion. We're doing the rafts. We've been out, but through like companies. And these people know that they have to be held accountable or whatnot. Just don't be leaving off with no random person that you meet that say they, you know, a driver or whatever the case may be, because they can be real shady. And what happened was, you know, like, stuff that you see in the movies or you hear about, but to actually see it play out was crazy. Like, they were really trying to set up this girl to take her or do whatever with her. We don't know what the case may have been, but the fact that we was there to stop it was crazy to see, you know, in person actually happen.
It's currently 12:53 a.m. in Jamaica, and we got put at our fucking resort. Like, if we literally have a flight at like 11, damn, near just 12 p.m. Oh shit, I almost just moved my ass. It's them. Error. Y'all, I'm finna give y'all story time in a minute. For real, for real. Shit ghetto. Then another thing. Fuck Rio. R-I-U in Ocho Rios. Rio. Ocho Rio. Yeah. It's time to go back to the motherfucking States for real. My arm hurt. Fuck we doing? We going up a mountain? Oh, I can't breathe. And I still got my wristband on, y'all. I got y'all with a story time. We got kicked out of our resort, or whatever y'all want to put it. I was gonna wait till tomorrow to say something, but since I'm home and settled, let's just get into it now. And I'm glad people like this person here, and a lot of other comments in my comments coming how they coming. Because first and foremost, the country is, well, that parish is, I wouldn't say everybody is full of shit. Some of the females, like, we went in clubs and they got their face turned up. Why? The men overly aggressive. Y'all don't know. No. Leave me alone. Stop. Never mind. Y'all overly aggressive. But let's get into what happened. So we at the pool. We having a good time. It's my friend's birthday. So we passing out shots. Well, yeah, we passing out shots because she had her little face on these little cute glasses. So we have everybody. The guy approached me at first. I didn't pay him no attention because, of course, he's drunk as fuck and overly aggressive. So I ain't pay him no attention. Cool. Me and my friend go sit down in the shade. He's messing with another couple, drinking out their drinks, like, and they like, what is going on? The security, we already told the security guard what was going on, or whoever we told, one of my friends did. And they telling us like, well, yeah, we tried to kick him out before. Basically, they didn't have any control over the man. They did. All right. So comes it's time to go. Everybody packing up. Everybody, doing what they got to do. Okay, cool. So, no, this is before we get to packing up. Because this is when the pool is about to close. He has one of my friends, literally, he got her like this and literally dump her in a motherfucker. Like, are you okay? Are you cool? So me, I go over there, pull her. At this point, she said he wiped her face like she can't breathe. So I'm like, stop. So he ended up stopping. Then he ended up going to mess with somebody else. I'm not sure who he went with. At this point, this man, baby, if you can't control your liquor, do not drink. Let's just put it like that. Okay, so everybody's packing up. Everybody's leaving. He comes up again. Now he all in my face. So I simply told the guy, look, I don't remember what word for word I said, but you need to chill the fuck out. Because what are you doing? Why are you running up on me? Like, I'm a man. In the States where I'm from, a nigga would never. I'm confused. So, my other friend comes and tries to defuse the situation. I'm moving back. He, Mika, Maka, Muka, punch her in the face 3 times. Let that sink in. You a grown-ass man, and you just punch a female in her face 3 times, and she's trying to calm you down to defuse the situation so it don't get bigger than what the fuck is gonna be? Let's talk about it, because I'm confused to where the staff couldn't even control him. Y'all already telling my friends like, oh yeah, we tried. He's going crazy. He's just drunk. Just leave him alone. How we gonna leave him alone if he fucking with us? I'm confused. This is a disclaimer because I never said everyone was rude or aggressive in Jamaica. I never said that at all. I said some. That's exactly what I said. So a lot of these comments are real. Some of them aren't shocking because again, we ran into a few people that were haters, per se. And a lot of people coming under the comments saying that Americans seem privileged and entitled. And also, we are, what the hell did they say? Ghetto. So first and foremost, I'm far from entitled. And ghetto has never been me. But we gonna just keep going. So yeah, he punched my friend. Yes, she did hit him back. He ended up falling in the pool because again, how drunk he was. He wasn't American. He was from Jamaica. I'm gonna throw that out there as well. A lot of people were saying, well, what led to this? Again, we said that in part 1 already. He was already drunk as fuck. He was already fucking with a lot of people. Not even just us. Jamaicans, people from the UK, so on and so forth. So we wasn't the only victims. So yeah, he got pushed in the pool. He started fighting people in the pool. He grabbed my friend. She pushed him. Like, it seemed like he was mad at the world during that time. I don't know what was going through his head. But we also it was like a few Jamaican people that we was cool with, that we got cool with at the pool. They're like, okay, y'all, he's a guy. We just gonna handle him because there's a lot of girls. So they like, okay, y'all, just stop. So they end up pulling him to the side. And it was like 3 of them, I believe. And he started fighting them. Like, you're the problem and we're the one that got kicked out of the resort. I understand there's no fighting on the resort, but when someone's attacking you or per se messing with you or anything of that nature, don't you defend yourself? I'm confused. You defend yourself, right? Because if anybody hits you, aren't you gonna defend yourself? I don't think people y'all getting what I'm knocking right now. So they end up getting in there and they end up fighting him. He chipped broke one of the guy's tooth. He broke his own tooth. And I'm not sure exactly what was going on with the pool because it was a lot. I end up moving out the way, going about my way. All me and my girls went our separate ways as well. Well, actually to the birthday girl's room so we can look at our decorations that we did for her. It's another thing. The hotel didn't do it. We had to. So I was confused on that as well. Maybe they didn't know how to book that, but that's irrelevant right now. So, we ended up going to my friend's room. Then we supposed to get dressed for dinner. We ended up walking towards our room, and it was like security guards before we got to our room. So it was like in front, like with a stage and stuff and all the fun areas or whatever. They was right there before we got to the other side. So they asking like, were you guys involved in the fights? We ended up telling them, yeah, of course. And they asked for our names and our room number. Like, okay, y'all go get changed, and then we're gonna meet in the lobby so we can go talk to whoever. I don't know. We ended up going to our room. Could have been a hot 5 minutes, y'all. We here knocking at our door. It's the security. It's 4 or 5 people at our door. So we're like, we're not even done getting dressed. What's the urgency? Like, is the guy okay at this point? Because it's like, y'all really coming for us, and I'm confused. We're the victims. You get me? So we ended up hurry up getting dressed or whatever, and I didn't get my phone. She grabbed her phone because again, this was out of urgency. Just had an urgency that when I didn't grab my phone, I thought about it like, y'all, that's crazy how y'all rushing us now. But when we got there, the day we arrived on Friday, our rooms wasn't ready at 3 o'clock, and also we had to take our own luggage to our room. So we ended up walking towards the main lobby where we met with the manager and somebody else. They took us in this room. They questioned my roommate, and they just asked me like, was I with her? And I said, yeah. After they took her statement, they like, okay, the police officers are gonna take you with them. At this point, I'm livid as fuck. I'm irritated, and I'm like, okay. They're like, yeah, because we got to take your statement. Okay, cool. Manager, we talked to the manager. We got another dude behind us recording the whole conversation. Okay, cool. We end up going to the police station. They did not let me get my phone, even though the manager and them said I could. Whatever. Get to the police station. Her cousins ended up coming in, and then the Jamaicans that we was cool with, we got cool with at the pool, they ended up coming too. The police ended up taking her, my friend's statement since she was assaulted, and then they took other people's statement as well, the other cousins and all of them. Next thing you know, the dude that started all the shit, he comes in. Boom. At this point, we looking around like, so the fact that he assaulted all of us, hit all of us, like, we're confused why he's here. Boom. So he basically looking all confused. He with his mom or whatever. She's like explaining like, oh my God, look at his face, look at this and that. This how he used to look. I'm like, baby, do you not know the whole story? So everybody get to telling her what happened. Cause her English wasn't that good. Let's just put it like that. So the Jamaicans that was up there,
that was helping us, and then also some of their friends that was around the pool that was looking at stuff too. They explained what happened. She like, and they explained it to the dude as well. So he like looking stupid. He then begins to tell us that he's only 21. Well, she told us, well, he's only 21. It's my birthday. Like, that still is an excuse for his actions. So yeah, she told us that, and he was like, yeah, I got 2 kids, this and that and the other. Basically, because at this point, the police was already asking us, like, do y'all want to press charges? My friends didn't press charges, so they went about their day. My bad, y'all. So they didn't press charges or whatever, so they went about their day with telling all what the interrogating, basically explaining all these stories. Cool. He apologizing to everybody. He telling us, like, oh my God, I was so drunk, I don't remember nothing. He's asking all the girls and all the guys, like, did I hit you? And apologizing. He tells us that he had 5 run punches on the booze cruise, so after that, he was basically fucked up. Which is crazy because he was still drinking when he was in the pool. Like, if you fucked up after the pool, well, after the booze cruise with 5 run punches, baby, you should have been drinking water after that. They already put you out the pool once. Then you come back. Like, I'm confused. So the police officers basically telling him, like, you so lucky because they could have really, like, hurt you. How you was around there being a man. Like, they were on our side. Like, y'all not wrong for defending yourself. Okay, cool. He go about his day, we go about our day. Now we on our way to the resort. We pull up to the resort. The man that was interrogating us, not the one that was recording, the one that was asking hella questions, he the one. He basically like was waiting for us. Boom, we get there. So the other Jamaicans is already telling us like the rundown. Like, usually in this situation they kick y'all out. So we like, how the fuck we gonna get kicked out, and we're the one that got assaulted first? Like, we defended ourselves. Boom. So they basically go to him, and he was like, well, y'all gotta leave. We got the footage. Like, my friends in there, like, well, the cousins and my friend and all them basically explaining themselves to him. He not hearing shit. We got the footage, this and that. Y'all was fighting, so y'all gotta go. So me, I'm like, so where's the footage? He didn't say nothing. So my friends and them still explaining themselves. So we like, okay, can we see the footage at this point? The man did not let us see the footage. He instantly got on his phone. Somebody called him, I guess. He walks away. Matter of fact, no, this is not even. Matter of fact, let's go back a little bit more. So they explaining themselves to the man. They like basically saying like, I don't understand why we have to leave when we got assaulted first and we was defending ourselves. Boom. So why when we explaining ourselves to the dude, they're explaining themselves to the dude. The dude who assaulted us, guess what his goofy is doing? He went to the bar, got him a drink, got his bag, and now he on his way out the fucking resort. Not only did you not learn your lesson, you getting a whole nother drink. So we telling the manager, like, you don't see this, you letting him literally walk out the resort with another drink, and he's supposed to be. He the one that all this shit started. He the one that said he was belligerent. He didn't understand. He didn't know what the fuck happened. But yeah, he got another drink in his hand walking out the hotel. Bottom line is, I know fighting wasn't supposed to. Well, fighting is not what you're supposed to do at the resort. You're supposed to get kicked out. But the bottom line is, baby, if somebody assaults you, somebody put their hand on you, you gonna fight the fuck back. You're not gonna not fight back. And yes, I feel like we shouldn't have to all go. Because I'm confused. He the one that started it. The security guard even tried to stop it. Like, I'm confused. We end up having to look for something else somewhere else to lay our head. Good thing we was leaving the next day, but I will never go back to Ocho Rios. Y'all only got one gate in Ocho Rios. Like, I'm gonna stay to Montego Bay because apparently they don't give a fuck. You get a fight, you get kicked out. So don't fight, y'all. That's it.
All right, so now we're going on like my 3rd night here in Jamaica. And again, I just have to say the people here are rude as fuck. The customer service at an all-time low. Last night I went out to Pier 1 and I had all intentions of getting a section, getting a bottle, doing a hookah, doing a but their communication is so bad and their customer service is so bad that they played themselves out their money. So we come in, we all pay 10 to get in. There's 5 of us, that's 50 at the door. We wanted to drink. We was gonna get just drinks individually, whatever. They say that it's 15 per shot per drink, or you could just buy the pint for $50. We bought a pint at the bar. We wanted to sit down. They were like, okay, well, you would have to spend $500, but they didn't tell us that until after we ordered a hookah. So now we've paid $50 to get in, $50 for the pint, $65 for the hookah. That's $165 out the door already, just up front. Cool, whatever. Everybody I speak to is saying a different story. Everybody I speak to is saying, okay, well, in order to do this, you gotta get $500. Okay, cool, whatever. We bought another pint. Then they say, okay, no, you need to buy a liter if you want to sit down. So now we bought 2 pints, a hookah, and paid to get in, when we probably could have just paid $500 at the door to just go and sit down directly where we would want to sit, whatever. They didn't say none of that. And then they said the people at the bar don't know what they're talking about. So the people at the bar versus the people who are doing hookah versus the people who are doing, I don't know, I guess bottle service. But I'm like, why would they not direct you? I live in Atlanta. I'm not from there, but I live in Atlanta. I know club culture. You know what I'm saying? The hookah girls do the hookah. The bottle girls do the bottles. The people at the bar do the bar, but they'll direct you. Hey, you need to go speak to, or I'm going to call her for you. Hold on. I speak to one girl. She has attitude, all of them. I say, well, can I speak to the manager? The manager has attitude, wants to argue me down. I don't know where I'm from. The customer's always right. Respectfully. I'm breaking it down to them. We paid this, we paid that. Subtract the 50 we all paid to get in. 65 for the hookah. 54 pint. We bought another pint. We bought 2 pints. The pints are $50 a piece. That's $165. We want to buy a bottle. The bottle is $250, $300. What else do we need to buy to sit down? We'll buy a couple more drinks, or we'll buy another pint. Like, whatever we got to do to just sit the fuck down. That's all. That's the bottom line. He argues me down. I stop speaking to him because I just feel like it's not going anywhere. We just stay at the table because we had the hookah. They let us stay at the table we was at. They barely wanted us to even have that table. They were like, "Oh, we can give you a different table." What's wrong with the table we got? There's people standing at tables who are drinking water. Why the fuck is it a problem with us having our table? Towards the time we get ready to leave, they come up to us, they're like, okay, what's going on with your hookah? I'm like, oh, it's dying. They're like, okay, well, did you want to get coals? And actually, they were charging for tips, like little tips to smoke the hookah. And I said, we need new coals, I guess. And she was just like, okay, well, do you want to pay for new coals? I said, no, actually, I don't. I don't want to give y'all any more money, actually. She says, okay, well, I'm going to have to take your hookah, and we need this table as well. Okay. Then they asked us to take our cups and the leftover bottles off the table with us. What? Bitches, you cool? With an attitude, and they walked off like, oh, thank you. Like, we left all that shit there on the table. Girl, fuck you and fuck that. And fuck Pier 1. I won't be back. Respectfully.
If you are deciding to come here to Jamaica and you want to stay at one of the reus, let me tell you which one you need to stay at. My vote out of the 3, look at the beach. My vote out of the 3 automatically is Riu Palace because you have access to all 3 resorts, right? So it's one big old playground. You could hippity hop between the 3. The only thing about Riu Palace is that it is a little bit dry, like it's a little bit, quiet. That's where I would stay if I was coming here and I was wanting to be bougie, which I always do. Now, if you want aesthetics, you want it to be cute, you want it to be pretty, then you want to stay here at Riu Montego Bay because it's newly renovated and the club is here. So everybody at all 3 is able to come over and stay at this resort. And last would be Riu Reggae, which would be the funnest in my opinion because it's really fun at that resort and you can still come over here to this resort and have fun at this resort. So if you are wanting turn up, and turn up is the only thing you care about, I care about luxury. I'm staying at the S Hotel now, okay? I done checked out of this resort. But if you want to have some turn up, Riu Reggae, Riu Montego Bay. If you want to be classy but you still want turn up, then you're going to stay at Riu Palace and you can stay and come enjoy at these other ones. But if you don't care about the turn up, if you are like me, come to the S Hotel. That's where I'm checked in at right now. It's so cute. I love it. I only came here to get my pictures.
Oh my God. I ain't gonna lie. I've been in Jamaica for the last 24 hours. I just got here and I'm in the bed and I can't get out of it. All inclusive? No, all inclusive. When you can walk up to the bar and you tell them what you want to drink and then you drink it, and when you blink and you turn, they say, do you want another one? And you don't gotta pull out no wallet? No, this shit is OC. I'm staying at the, where am I staying at right now? The Riu Ultra Rios, I think. And while I say this probably the best money spent, vibes is immaculate. I've been hearing nothing but Jamaican music. I feel like I'm in heaven. The women, beautiful. And you gotta remember, everybody's here visiting. Because if you're in a resort, you're not from Jamaica. Jamaicans don't stay on resorts, right? So it's like, these are all people from all over the place. So they're all vibing. They're all here having a good time. So the vibes are just at our all-time high, but I can't get out of this bed. And it's like 2 in the afternoon. But I gotta get out of bed because I need some more drinks.
Jamaica has me all the way fucked up. Like, Jamaica, you know you're wrong. I've been to Jamaica about 7 times in my life, okay? Jamaica is a beautiful country. I'm just sick of them. Like, sick of it. To be clear, I'm not sick enough to not go, because I'm still gonna go, but I'm just sick of them. You know, initially, when I first went to Jamaica, it was on somebody else's tab, so I was not understanding how much Jamaica actually costs. You know, the resorts, okay, cool, you might pay a little $1,000 a person or whatever, but when you get off the resort is really like the stressful part of it, especially being a woman and a black woman at that. The reason I say this is because it's very obvious that that country survives off of, you know, tourism, stuff like that. But like, I go and I say, oh, I want to get on a jet ski, and the jet ski might be $100 for 30 minutes for me because of this accent. But then if I go and I find me a little Jamaican little piece or whatever, and he get to talking, it's $40. It's $30. I go in the club, I pay $350 for a bottle in the club in Jamaica. I go the next time with a native Jamaican, he paid $125 for a bottle. What type of finesse shit is that? And I'm all for it. Get your money how you get it, do it how you do it, baby. I am not against it, but I'm sick and tired. Like, do people not understand that we're struggling in the U.S. too? Well, I ain't gonna say we. I'm struggling in the U.S. too. So like,
hey guys, so tell me why we just got here. We're at Mystic Mountain, and we get here, and the people are like, "We don't see your booking. You didn't book," and we're like, "Yes, we did. We just spent $300 to get here in bobsled," and they're like, "No, Expedia isn't a thing anymore, so you just got scammed."
If you are traveling to Jamaica anytime soon, or in the future, I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all need to do and don't need to do. And I only been there twice, so don't be all in the comments like, you not even from, I don't know nothing. Okay, well, I just left from there the other day, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I found out, because I don't remember it being like the same price as it did when I went years ago then, just now. So as far as liquor, bring your own liquor from the States. Put it in that check bag, bring it. And if you don't bring liquor, go to the get it from that airport, because once you get out of that airport and you get to them Jamaican streets and them resorts and all that, I promise you, you're gonna be paying triple, fucking quadruple. Like, I bought a thing of 42 at the airport. It was like 160 with tax. And then when I got off the airport, and then like 2 days later I needed more liquor, I would try to go to the liquor store right there. Y'all, do y'all know that shit went up to $350 that quick? Like, and I only went like 8 minutes away. Also, you don't need Jamaican money. Like, that's not a place you go when you just have to convert your money over. Like, I've been other places and it's a must that you have $8, because sometimes they don't take USD, but in Jamaica, you safe. As far as the garden, it's an open garden. Do what you want to do, but you know what I'm saying? Behave. Keep 1 or 2 drivers. If your one driver ain't available, he gonna send somebody that work with him. You feel me? So you gonna always be secure, always comfortable, always monitor also. Like the driver, they'll turn up with you, they go to the club and they ain't even don't know watching you type shit. You know, just they be cool ass people. They go party, have their own party, and they just keep checking in type shit. They just make sure you straight type shit. And then also when you booking the excursions, you damn near want to go through like TripAdvisor or the shit called Viator. I don't know if y'all be on there, but that's where you want to go to, because the other people, I mean, they prices will be a little bit more expensive, and it's like you could just directly book through. You know what I'm saying?
Recently just had our 1-year anniversary trip to Jamaica, and as a disclaimer, don't go to Jamaica if you're of the same-sex couple. Now, to give a bit of background, we are black gay men currently living in London. We got married last year, and we decided that for our honeymoon, we did not want to go anywhere too expensive because we spent a lot on the wedding. So we have been saving and looking forward to this big, extravagant 1-year anniversary trip. And I feel so sad that we made a decision that was meant to be so beautiful, but turned into something that I would say that I wouldn't wish on anybody. We love traveling to African and Caribbean countries because we as African men have been raised in an African household with black parents, and we never had the sort of opportunity to travel to those countries growing up for holidays. So now we have the money, we travel to Western countries, but we like to get rooted and grounded in culture, traditions, experiencing new things.
Yeah, we definitely want to travel to these countries to understand like what are the misconceptions versus what's the reality. Like, have you ever been to a country and you realize that like a lot of the assumptions you had about the country are completely different to what you experience? And I think that's part of traveling, learning about yourself, learning about other cultures. And we're not saying that we went to Jamaica with this idea that it was going to be super tolerant. That's not what we were expecting, but I think what we actually experienced isn't what we were expecting at the same time. I guess some of the highlights for us were around the food. The food was incredible. Like, but trying jerk for the first time, I'd say it's the first time with Boston jerk, that was amazing.
Jerk lobster?
Yes, jerk lobster. The natural beauty is incredible. Like the lush greens, the beaches, the scenery is amazing. Also the music, like everywhere you go, just hearing reggae music, like that is incredible. I actually was surprised how much we heard Bob Marley. I knew he was a legend, but I didn't expect him so much on our trip. And that made me fall in love with him again, as well as going to see his house for the first time. Like, that was incredible. I think they were definitely all of the highlights. There were two main lowlights from our trip. One is the feeling of safety. Like, we've spoken about PDA in our previous videos where we've been to countries where, of course, we can't display the fact that we can't publicly display affection for each other because, of course, it's frowned upon in those countries. PDA, we didn't express any PDA really, other than I think I fed Tosin some like jerk lobster in one of the restaurants. But other than that, we were very like hyper aware of the fact that we couldn't express ourselves from PDA perspective. It wasn't even that, it was the hyper masculine energy that we had to carry ourselves around with, because we were in the streets and we were called homophobic slurs. And we called one of our friends who's Jamaican from the UK, and we said, is it what we're wearing? And we were looking around and the girls were dressing cunty as hell. Like, they were dressing cunty, like string bears. So it wasn't how we were dressing, but he told us that it was actually how we presented ourselves. Like this hype, we had to present ourselves with this hyper masculine, almost aggressive energy when we walked around in the streets. And for someone who hasn't grown up in Jamaica, and for someone who's actually, for a couple who's actually tried to actively unlearn how to carry ourselves around that way, it was very difficult for us to like slip into that character. But we had to try our best, because if not, like when we walked around, like the looks, the stares that we were getting, this feeling of not being welcome was like very clear, to the point that our driver on the last day actually told us that he was essentially protecting us the whole time that we were there, because people didn't want to drive us around because we were queer. On the second point, hospitality. The hospitality was not it, like not it at all. Shout out to AC Hotel though, Marriott. The hospitality there was really good. G-Jam was 50-50 depending on who you got, but generally when we stepped out, the hospitality was not good. And when it was, we were pleasantly surprised.
We never stayed outside past 5 p.m. Every night we got back to the hotel, had dinner at the hotel. Even if we got food takeaway on the date in the daytime, we come back to the hotel. The only place we felt safe was in tourist spaces, like places that were popular, places that, and it's for us that was very unusual, because we like to explore the hidden gems, be at one with the locals. We experienced that in Ghana, we experienced that in Kenya, but this was different. It's such a shame because this was our first year anniversary, and we made the sacrifice of not having a big honeymoon and waited a whole year for this moment, and it's sad. We hope that we can get to travel again this year and explore something new, experience something new that can make up for that, but it is what it is. You live and you learn, and yeah, it's not somewhere we'll be going to anytime soon.
Bro, so I'm in Jamaica, right? Okay. And I'm having a good time. I've been here for about 2 days now. And in the 2 days that I've been here, I've been on a couple excursions. And I kid you not. And on this excursion, do you understand what I'm saying? There were like a couple Aussies, people from Australia. I can tell I'm British, clearly. There were Europeans, there were Americans, white Americans, there were like Asian people, Hispanic people, but like you can tell they live in America or other country. They were tourists. And then then there was some African American people, and bro. And everyone that was there, I was expecting that it would be, the American white people or the Europeans that would be doing the most.
But bro, when I tell you that the most disrespectful people I have come across so far when it comes to Jamaican locals and hotel staff are African Americans, I'm not joking. This one woman was on the thing chatting to the man as if the man ain't got no sense. Literally talking on top of her voice like the man ain't got no sense. So let me ask you lot this question, yeah? Let me ask some of you lot this question. Where is the same level of energy when you mans are over in your countries getting dragged by your edges by the police? When you are over there in Walmart getting disgraced over a packet of crisp that they are even claiming that is not on your receipt, and they're calling the police on you lot, where's that energy? Instead, some of you lot come to other people's country and speak to people, other black people, like you lot don't have no fucking sense. Oh, and what's actually so sad is that if you come to Jamaica, if you've never been to Jamaica and you come to Jamaica, Jamaican people are traditionally welcoming and they're very, very nice. Like, you'll be walking around, like a moment ago I went outside for a walk, everyone was saying hello to me, everyone was saying good morning to me. People are just naturally nice, people are like helpful, they're kind. So I don't understand where this level of attitude and entitlement comes from towards these people. And the one thing about Jamaicans as well, they will never argue back with tourists. They won't do it, but I'm not gonna lie, it's getting to a point where they need to start beating some of you lot up, like real talk, because you lot need to do better when you come to other people's countries. You lot come to other people's countries with the entitlement of white Americans when it comes to other black people, because you lot know full and well that the privilege in which you are trying to portray over here, you do not have over there. And it's funny how some African Americans will come on social media and start talking about, oh my god, these Caribbeans think they're better than us, these Caribbeans this, these Caribbeans that, but you lot are the same ones. Look how you lot behave when you come to their country. And I witnessed that shit firsthand. I'm British. Look how you lot behave when you lot come to other people's country and have the audacity to sit down and talk about other people think they're better than you. And let me just be clear, because I have been on more than one excursions. For everyone that I've been on, every single time something pops off, it's always them. Always them. The American white people, the other white people, cool. It's always them screaming at somebody in their ghetto.
5 things you should know before going to Jamaica. 1, bring $100 in ones with you. Nothing but ones. Nothing but ones. You'll be tipping out the yin yang, because mind you, they live off American tips. $1 US is $100 to them. So tip them $1 or $2 at a time. You do not need to tip them 5 and 10 like my dumb ass was in the beginning. Don't come out here thinking you a big bowler. $2 is enough for them. And you're gonna have to tip a lot. So bring a bunch of ones. 3, your resort is 2. Your resort is not lit all times of the day. TikTok lied to us. Them resorts be lit from 3 to 5. 3 to 5. That 1 minute clip have you thinking your resort is just lit and you're gonna just party and play the resort and have fun. No, that's a lie. 3, the food is Americanized. It's Americanized. It's Americanized. It's Americanized. You gotta go to the island and get the little food huts if you want real authentic food. 4, there's 3 Reeds. Reed Palace, Reed Montego Bay, and Reed Reggae. Reggae is ghetto and for the younger crowd. I'm sorry, I said what I said. Montego Bay is more like mid. It's more like, okay, I'm bougie and I'm a little hood, I'm gonna stay here. Palace, white folks. Bougie. It's cool to sleep there. You ain't partying there. They don't tell you that on TikTok. Palace is cool to sleep. I'd rather be away from the turn up. I want to sleep where there ain't no turn up, but I want to go to the turn up. You feel what I'm saying? And when you stay at the Palace, that's where I stay. You get access to all 3 resorts. Yeah. 5. And this is real. I trust the islanders with my life before I trust an American with my life. You can trust these people. When I tell you, when they realized I was alone, they stood by me. They made sure I was safe. Like, no one told me that you can really trust the Jamaican people. Like, they don't fuck around.
Jamaica was by far the worst cruise port we have ever been in. We just got back from a 7-night Holland America New Amsterdam cruise, and we had a great time. I booked this cruise specifically because on my birthday, we would be in Jamaica, and that was the port that I was looking forward to the most. I actually wanted to do one of those fun little reels where it says, my husband asked me where I wanted to go to dinner on my birthday. I said, Jamaica, but we never even got to eat there. I think I did enough research before I went. They did say that getting off the ship that the taxi drivers might hassle us. They had a list of prices of places that you could go after you got off the ship and taking a taxi, because you had to take a taxi wherever you went. So we asked the people in port, not people from the ship, but we're in port and they're their taxi drivers. We wanted to go to Hip Street. It was a shopping district and I had seen pictures of it. It actually looked decent. People in all of the places that I had seen, they said, go to Hip Street. It's a nice place to go shopping. We asked the people in port to find us a taxi to get to Hip Street. Yes, ma'am. go over there, get on that taxi bus. So we got on the taxi bus. When I got on, I said to the lady who was getting us on the bus, we want to go to Hip Street. We want to go do some shopping. Yes, come on the bus. Fine. So we get on the bus, we sit down. Of course, they pack the bus like sardines, which was fine. They need to make their money. I totally get that. They finally pack the bus full. Now, mind you, on the big billboard, it said it was $7 to go to Hip Street. It was like $7 to go to the market. It was like $10 to go to the beach. It had prices for every single thing. And it was per person, not per ride. It was person, which $7 per person was fine. We had cash with us. We knew that was coming. The guy starts the bus and he's driving. And the lady says, hello, welcome to Jamaica. You're here for sun, rum, and fun. And it started out really well until she said, we're going to take you on a tour of the city. It's $25 per person. And the bus erupted. What do you mean? We wanted to go to the beach. We wanted to go to the market. We wanted to go here. We wanted to go there. And my husband and I are like, we just wanted to go shopping. And then they proceeded to say, we don't know what they told you in port, what your ship people told you, but this is how we do it here. You got on my bus. You're going to go on this tour. Again, the bus erupted. That's not what your port people told us. And the bus driver and the lady were trying to explain how things were done in Jamaica, and nobody was happy. A bus full of people, nobody was happy. And so we said the first thing we want to do, and everybody pretty much on the bus said the same thing, we just want to get off. Wherever you can let us off because we're done. Oh, we just wanted to take you to where the locals went and some of the other places that you could experience some Jamaica culture and life. That is not what we got on the bus for. So they did let us off at their first stop, and they said it was Hip Street, but I really don't think that it was. There were shops there, and we decided to do our shopping there because guess what? This is where we're at, and honestly, we don't even know how we're going to get back at this point in time. And all of us on the bus were kind of joking, I hope we see you back. I hope we see you back. I never saw any of those people again, but the ship left port at the right time, and they weren't looking for people in the end, so I think everything went well. So there's a line of shops on both the left and the right side. There's really nothing else around us, to be honest with you. We could see that the ocean was on the one particular side of that. And we started to go into these shops, and people were coming at us from all around, harassing us. Come in my shop, lady, come in my shop. So I said, sure, let me go. And she's taking me literally 5 shops down. And I'm like, wait. I want to stop here first. I will come to you. So I go back to where we started. We go into the shops, and it's the same thing. It is harassment after harassment. What do you want to buy? Do you need a bag? Do you need this? And not in the nicest way. It wasn't a, how can I help you kind of thing. It was a, you need to buy for me. But it wasn't just that. It was also, you want some weed? The first store, I think we were harassed 3 times to buy weed from 3 different people, or buy rum from one of the shop people, or we went into another shop a couple shops down, and it was a, hey, we can get you a good time, honey. You want a good time? Oh my God. That was not why I wanted to go to Jamaica. I wanted to go to Jamaica for some culture, not that kind of culture. I wanted to go for the food and the fun and the reggae music and just a good time, but not a wink, wink, good time. And that proceeded onto the other side of the street. We finally went a couple stores down, and we decided we're not going any further. We're going to cross the street. They came from across the street to get us back to their side of the street. Oh my gosh. It was the same thing in the other side. So we looked for a taxi. We talked to a taxi driver, and he said he could get us back. It was going to be $7 per person, which is what it was supposed to be, right? It was supposed to be $7. And he's like, but you're going to have to wait until I fill up my van. And I'm like, oh my God. My husband was not comfortable. He wanted to leave now. I could have waited. I'm a little bit more tolerant. I do home health, so I'm in sketchy areas a lot of the time anyways, and it doesn't typically bother me. It was bothering him greatly though. And I think as my husband, he was trying to be very protective of me, which was understandable and fine. And we said, well, how much would it be if you took us back now? And he's like, $10 per person. We're like, okay, fine. Take us back now. We're done. And we went back to the ship, and we went through the line, got back onto the ship, and yeah, I don't think I will ever go back to Jamaica because of that. We experienced some negative things in Dominican Republic. this was worse. I don't think I would go back. And I know that Jamaica is a big place, and I know that we should not view an island or a culture because of the ports, but this world is a big, big, big place, and there are a lot of places I want to go in this big, beautiful world. I don't think I want to go back to a place that I had a negative experience in, ever. I don't know. Those are my thoughts. We came home and I talked to my dentist, had a dentist appointment like 2 days later, and I told him my experience, and he's like, yeah, we were in Montego Bay, or they were in Ocho Rios. And he's like, I don't think I would ever go back either. It was not a pleasant experience. And one of my patients said the same thing. Oh yeah, we went to Jamaica and it wasn't necessarily the most pleasant experience. So whatever, it is what it is. I'm sorry if I offend anybody there. I really am, but it was just my personal experience, and I wanted to share that and make sure that you guys all knew that.
Okay, and see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This right here. Our resort did not want us to leave unless it was one of their tours. We had to practically sneak out. Now, this I've been hearing from a lot of people, and it's very much true. It even happens on the cruise ships. We've talked to a lot of people here in Jamaica. The people at the resorts don't want you to leave. They tell you it's super dangerous. You're gonna leave the gates, get robbed, get kidnapped, a whole bunch of things. And that could be farthest from the truth. What a lot of the people don't tell you about Jamaica is that tourists are pretty much safe around the country, okay? The only things you gotta worry about are petty crime. Maybe somebody takes your phone, takes your wallet. Don't be an idiot. Don't be walking around the streets flashing all of your belongings. But that's the same in Los Angeles and Miami. Let's not even talk about Chicago. So to be blaming Jamaica and saying that it's super dangerous, that you don't wanna go out and experience the culture is just wrong, and it's quite sad that these resorts and the cruise ships say that to people, because guess what? That takes away from the local economy. Then no one can actually go out and support the local people. And that's wrong. It gives Jamaica a bad name too, because then everybody goes back home and starts talking about Jamaica this, Jamaica that. Don't even leave the resort. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's nonsense. Jamaica's amazing. It's full of love, great people, great food. The resorts, as I mentioned, this isn't Jamaica. A lot of you guys got salty in the last one, but guys, I didn't say nothing bad about the resorts. This is beautiful. This is amazing. This is just a resort though. It's not the real Jamaica. And the last thing I want to say about the crime, because obviously a lot of things happen here in Jamaica. Most of that crime is between Jamaicans. Gangs against another gang. One Jamaican having a problem with another Jamaican. You as a tourist, you're gonna be all right? The only things you gotta worry about are eating too much jerk chicken, eating too much roasted yam, and drinking too many Red Stripes.
The biggest mistake Americans make when coming to Jamaica is only eating at their resorts or only eating at chain restaurants. Guys, this gigantic plate is only $6.50. Check it out. We're at a place called Soldier's Restaurant right now. And I get it. The resorts tell you, don't leave the resort. It's not safe out there. But guys, if you want to experience the true Jamaican flavors, the true Jamaican cultures, you got to go to a place like this. You got to go where the locals are eating. And more than anything, you got to support local businesses, because the people down here not only need your help, they deserve your help. I mean, like, check out this place. Like, the food is so extremely fresh. I mean, you're not going to find this at the chain restaurants. Don't come here and go to pizza. Don't come here and go to Popeyes. Don't come here and go to KFC. Take those dollars that you got, support the Jamaican people, and eat a good meal while you're doing it, you dig? I mean, some of these things might be a little intimidating to you guys. We're talking stewed pork. We're talking curry chicken, roasted pork, rotisserie chicken. They got fried stuff. They got fritters. They got cakes. And I promise you, the food here, it's made with love. So it's going to taste just a little bit better than that stuff you're going to get at the resorts. Go support the locals, y'all.
I have a husband back in the States.
Play.
Play. You said play?
Yeah, play.
Oh, you want me to play?
I said play.
I don't know what that means.
Enjoying yourself, like.
Oh yeah, I'm enjoying myself. You think I should cheat on my husband? You think I should cheat on my husband while I'm here? Nothing wrong with cheating on my husband while I'm here? Okay. Well, maybe I should cheat on my husband while I'm in Jamaica.
Girlfriend, I wish you would go to Jamaica on a motherfucking rap. You coming off of that plane single. They begin to paste all over the leg. It's not passing the knee. If y'all have a chick and she, oh, we're going on a girl trip, bruh, I promise you, you need to be single. Dude, I've been Tyrone. I know what goes on those girl trips. The person behind the camera that's taking all the pictures that y'all never see is Tyrone. Tyrone is the other plate or the other cup that's taking the picture. That you see the cup and the plate, but you don't see Tyrone. Mm-hmm. That's Tyrone.
You see the stars in the Benz or the ambient light. That's what they call it.
That's Tyrone.
Yeah. Passenger side.
We are the best hotel you can find. Service so good and the staff them so kind. When you enter the premises, oh, you feel fine. You want to bring your family and your friends next time. We treat the guests right, we can work, you see. Hotel nice and the staff full of courtesy. For food choice, you choose anyone you want. Buffet style, a la carte restaurant. Dinner for two by the beach. After entertainment, then an aquabar you reach. Champagne for ice, glass garnish with peach. Any drink you peach, the bartender reach. When you're chilling in the lobby, watching TV is your hobby. Bartender, cappuccino, room service at your service, 24-hour service, bartender.
Yo, look at this line for the food to go.
Transport this into a car.
This is picked up to Superior.
Look at this. All of this.
Up inside, we're looking at the top there.
Exactly. Exactly. Look at this shit. All the people waiting for it to go. To go food.
Bro, did I ever tell y'all about that time I almost got snatched up in Jamaica? No. Here you go. Story time. So I went on a cruise. It was me, my mama, my auntie, and my grandma. And I was 18 at the time. I had just graduated high school, right? And so I still looked like I was about entering into high school, 14. And I'm gonna post some pictures. But we go on a Caribbean tour on Carnival, right? We hit Cozumel, had a good old time. We hit Cayman Islands, had a good old time. And when we get to Jamaica, we like, this Jamaica, this where Bob Marley from. We finna have a time, okay? Mind you, I don't drink, and I couldn't drink at the time, but you know, they was gonna have their time, and I was just gonna be, you know, right there in action or whatever. I was the type of kid who was like, man, I can't wait to grow up. You know, it looked fun. It ain't fun, I gotta pay bills. But anyway, so we get off, and if you've ever been on a cruise, then you know that you only have a certain amount of time on land before, you know, they ready to go. So you got to be on there before they leave you, because they will leave you. So we like, hey, we gonna have a time, and we trying to do as much as we can. But when you first get off, usually the markets are right there. So we walking through the markets, right? And if you've ever been to a flea market, or even if you've ever been to an event that has vendors, they all pretty much got the same thing, right? They under their tent or in this little box in the store or whatever, and they all pretty much selling the same thing. So we had went through a couple of them, and we get to this one, and as soon as we get to this one, this lady is literally staring me down, like literally staring me down. And then she finally was like, oh my gosh, you have such beautiful hair, can I braid your hair? And my mama was like, no. And I'm like, no. And everybody like, no, like we ain't even got that type of time, girl. We trying to go see Bob Marley wherever he at. We know he wasn't, you know, but we were trying to get a full Jamaican experience. So, you know, everybody, we telling the lady like, you know, you need to calm down or whatever. So she tried to touch my hair, everything, like, oh my gosh, you have such a beautiful hair. So everybody walked out. My auntie walked out first. My grandma started walking out. My mama walking out. So mind you, my auntie walks out first. So she's facing us, watching us walk out. And I'm guessing the lady didn't see her. But let me tell you about my auntie real quick. My auntie, we call her TT. First of all, her name Deborah. Any Deborah that I know, don't play. They all got hands, okay? So my TT was the type of auntie that smoked cigarettes. She listened to Tucker all day long. That lady loved her some Tucker. We from the country, so she loved her some Tucker. And she would cuss you out no matter where she was at. You could be in a church, and that lady would cuss you out and say, in Jesus' name, and keep it moving. Like, don't play with her. She don't play about her family. She don't play about her, and she didn't play about her house, okay? She had the rich auntie vibes. She just wasn't, you know, quite rich, but definitely cheetah print everywhere. She had long nails. Homegirl got a whole gold tooth, and I'm gonna post pictures in here. Like, I'm gonna show y'all my auntie. My auntie did not play. She was the auntie that everybody was scared of, okay? So we all walking out the store, and my auntie facing the store. Again, I don't think the lady saw her. The lady snatched my hand, literally. I'm walking. The lady snatches my hand back like this and tries to drag me to the back. That's how bad she wanted to braid my hair. Really, I think she was, I don't know if I can say that on here, so. But she tried to snatch me. Girl, the way my auntie was like, what the I mean, so loud to the point where everybody in the stores across her next to us heard her. My grandma like, what's going on? My mama was like, what's going on? I'm like, let me go. My mama like, you better let her go. She let me go. But she let me go at the instant that my auntie started cussing her out. Because again, my auntie do not play. That lady was scary. Okay? Scary. Like, she scared me. Like, she scared me to the point where I couldn't even say nothing for real. And the lady dashes through the back of her little store, whatever you want to call it. And my auntie dashed right behind her, but the lady was quick enough to like lock the door. And so we couldn't get through the back. My auntie was trying, okay? She was going to try. That lady could have huffed and puffed and blew that whole joint down if she wanted to. She was that mad. So we go out. She cussing everybody out next door, in front. And then she like, no, we going around. So we go around thinking that we're going to be able to get to the back to like catch her. That lady was long gone. And it just so happened that this around the back was just more markets. It was just more places for you to shop. So she was long gone, lost in that crowd. Like, unless she locked herself in that room and we ain't know. But I almost ended up on a poster board. And I haven't looked it up or looked at the statistics, but I bet there is a lot of that happens when you go on cruises. Like, so I know this is a high cruise season. Be mindful of where you at, especially if you're a woman. I'm a woman who travels solo a lot. Okay, I prefer it. I love it. But I know where to go and I know where not to go. And I know when to be vigilant. I'm always vigilant. I'm hyper vigilant. That's just who I've been, and especially since I was in the military. But please be aware of your surroundings. Like, I'm grateful that I've made it this far, because I could have literally been on a poster. So yeah, that was the time, child. It was crazy. And my auntie, God rest her soul, never played about me.
Guys, I'm so waved. I'm scared to drink water. You know them ones when you're so thrashed that the only thing you could drink is more alcohol to top up the alcohol from the night before. That's how I'm feeling. If I drink water, I'm gonna throw up. So guess what? Fuck it. All inclusive is what Sin is gonna see today and tomorrow and the next day. Thank you.
Alright, y'all, that's it for part 2. In my opinion, like I've always said in all these vacation videos, do your research before going to these places, because not all experiences are bad, but because we have thousands and thousands of great experiences, because these people are knowledgeable. They know what to do ahead of time, and that's why I put out these videos for you guys. Like I said, do your research, go prepared, you know what I'm saying? Know your surroundings, know your observation. Just don't be like, oh, I'm just gonna be spontaneous, without that mindset of you still need to be protected at the same time, right? And another thing I would say, yeah, Jamaica is beautiful. I would say these videos are still gonna be here. The summer just began, so I'm sure we're gonna have more videos, because baby, people are going on vacations, the carnival and all that other stuff, and we're gonna have more videos. So y'all just let me know if y'all want a part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6. I got y'all. We have and also y'all can add some more destinations per usual. Leave your opinions down in the comment section. If you haven't watched part 1, make sure you go right now and watch part 1. And I have been grouping in playlists, you guys. I have vacation drama, I have like client services from hell drama, I have like holiday season drama. I'm grouping them in playlists. So usually you guys make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you check out from time to time. I always update my playlist. Every time I drop a video, I'm grouping them in playlists. So yes, who knows, when these Jamaican ones accumulate, we're gonna have maybe a Jamaican playlist, we're gonna have an Italy playlist, we're gonna have a Bali playlist, a Thailand, because y'all know we had a lot of vacation videos, and I know y'all love that. As I said, it's summer, it's vacation season, everybody is outside, everybody's going outside. So y'all just let me know what y'all want to see down in the comment section. I will meet y'all there per usual. I want to say this, thank you so much again, you guys. Like, I can't believe we hit 30k just like a couple of days ago. I'm still ecstatic because I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this, because there's a time I didn't even have like barely not even anyone on my channel. I didn't even have not even 5 subscribers, not even 1. I started from 0, and you guys have been there from the beginning. Like, the support is amazing. The messages are usually I appreciate them. You guys are amazing. Like, you guys have shown me a side that I'm just like, I can't believe it. Like I said in my other videos, like, I've just gained a bunch of new family, bunch of new friends, bunch of new, you know, people that I gain knowledge from every day. You know, these videos, like I say, we get taught every day. People come and drop down like solutions. Like, even in this video, Jamaica, I'm telling you, there's some smart people who've been going out on vacation, don't have no problem in Jamaica. They're gonna be in the comment section giving you guys the tea on what to do, and we need people like that. So I appreciate you guys so much, because that's what my channel is about. Like, I just don't put out this video so we just like, oh, it's just negative. No, y'all just know what's up. We get the negative, we turn it to positive, we go outside, we stay ready so that we don't have to get ready. So stay ready so that you don't have to get ready, because truth is, a lot of people haven't left the country. Sometimes they leave the country when they're, you know, don't know nothing about it, and they just like, oh, I've just seen pictures, videos, I want to get there and enjoy my time. But no, that's not how to go about it. It's better for you to do your research, watch videos, look for tips. You know, a lot of these videos from all these scenes that you see, like, literally can prepare you for something that you can see, that you can experience and know how to go about it. Like, one girl, she was talking about the girls who were inviting her, the younger girls who were inviting her to go outside, and apparently she got drugged, you know what I'm saying? And she was there. She was literally one of the, like, literally, I think she was the guardian angel for that group, because she was able to pay attention. Because, you know, sometimes when you're young and fun, you're having fun, you don't have, yes, you think that, oh yeah, I'm just be aware, but sometimes all it takes is you living your glass, your drink somewhere, somebody drops something and you gone. And I'm not saying this happens in Jamaica, I'm just saying in general, anywhere. It can happen anywhere in the world. Someone can drop something in your drink, next thing, what's going on? You know. And that lady was able to decipher literally the whole situation. Because I'm telling you, a lot of y'all, we have intuition, we have gut feelings, and sometimes you need those people around you. And if you don't have discernment, please just start practicing your gut feeling, your discernment, be precautious, and just know what's up. Don't be letting these people take you behind a bush somewhere next minute and giving you something to drink out of, and you haven't seen it being poured from the bottle. No, we don't do that. Even in America, we don't do that. I mean, this is, I don't want to say it's common sense, because we have the younger generation who are growing up, who are going, you know, just, you know, a lot of young people, even me in my growing days, I had to learn from experience. That's why I don't club a lot, because I had to learn from experience, bro. Like, yo, shit can go left, you know. And sometimes it takes that, but I don't want, sometimes that's why I put these videos out. I don't want y'all to go through this experience, because sometimes you can get to that experience where you cannot get out of, you know what I'm saying? Don't be that type of person. I would just learn through experience. Experience is the best teacher. Yes, experience is the best teacher, but it's not when you dead or something, when you gone, you know, when you know what I'm saying, when you out of here, then what's the lesson? You're gonna just be a teachable part. You just gonna be a teachable situation for the next person. That's what I'm saying. So don't let it get to the point where you have to experience it for you to learn from these experiences and know how to move, because you can have the best times out in these countries, in these islands, in these places, but you just got to know how to move, period. That's just it. So yeah, that's it. I know I've talked a lot, but yeah, I usually give my 2 cents in the end. If you got all the way to the end, I appreciate you guys. We're gang like this, you feel me? I appreciate every one of you guys, and yeah, stay tuned for more videos. Hit that notification bell every time I drop. Yeah, share this video and lighten somebody up. Maybe you heard your auntie, your sister, your grandma saying she about to go to Jamaica and they don't know nothing about it. So that's what I'm saying. Send them informative videos. Don't tell them, oh, I'm sending you this so you can have fear. No, so you can be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Hey auntie, you better go on this trip. Watch this video real quick. It's not about no fear. This is about faith, bro. We don't move with fear around this beat. We go through faith. Like, we go through faith, and we put action behind it. Like, by action I mean we put, you know, strategy, we put precaution, we know what to do, we stay ready. So that's what it is. It's how you look at it. I be saying the world is ghetto, but really it's, you know, it's two sides of it. It's how you see it. It's not really ghetto, but it's how you see it. It's like in this generation, a word can be literally turned into anything. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm going on a tangent right now. I'm rambling, but yeah, it's like the way now somebody, like, literally someone said, damn, that girl is bad. But bad in the English dictionary means what? Like something bad. Like, but no, in this generation, it's like, no, it's how you see it. It's like, damn, she bad. Like, meaning is good. It's like they twist it. It's how you see it. It's how you goddamn see it. That's all I'm saying. I may be saying the world is ghetto, but baby, I love it. Child, I love it because we enjoy them videos, honey. Without it being ghetto, child, we wouldn't have a lot of this content, period. Okay? It's how you see it. It's how you see it. You see it from a different lens, like I see it. Period. I know I've been talking too much, but anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe. Bye.